We're looking at Color Photo official teaser with Suhas, Sunil, Chandi Chowdary, Sandeep Raj, and Sai Rajesh. Let me see. Written and directed by Sandeep Raj. Story and producer Sai Rajesh.
Gotcha.
So there you go. And it's starring Suhas, Chandi Chowdary, Sunil, and others. It's a good question. I didn't get a whole lot of the story there. I got some ideas to some of the things going on, but it certainly looks interesting. The idea, it starts out with the fact that he's in love with this girl who's of lighter skin, and there's obviously colorism in there. I find that whole colorism thing quite fascinating because over here in the States, obviously we've had our struggles, a long history of struggles with race. A long time ago, I may have mentioned this a number of times, but I apologize if you've heard it already. A long time ago, I was doing the Aquaman set visit, and there was a YouTuber there who was from Mexico, light-skinned Mexican. And it was interesting to me because I grew up around dark-skinned Mexicans. And I had asked her, is there a lot of light-skinned Mexicans in Mexico? And she says, yeah. And I go, I have a theory as to why I grew up around dark-skinned Mexicans. Do you care to hear it? She goes, sure. And I said, I think that light-skinned Mexicans are favored in Mexico. Dark-skinned Mexicans are not quite as favored. And they end up fleeing Mexico to the States for a better opportunity. She goes, there's a lot of truth in that. And there's a lot of truth in that. And so this is not just an Indian thing. This is a global thing.
Yeah, in Thailand it's the same.
Okay.
You know, like at least the way I understand it is fairness, and fairness is like it's like a class thing.
Yeah.
If you're fair, you don't have to work the fields, which means that you're in a privileged position, so you can just kind of sit at home.
Right. There's a lot of dark-skinned Chinese people, and whenever I see a Chinese film, I only see light-skinned Chinese people. Same with Japanese films. There are dark-skinned Japanese. All of South Japan, they're darker-skinned Japanese, but I generally don't see them shown in movies. I see lighter-skinned Japanese shown in what films I've watched, or even in the cartoons. You generally see lighter-skinned Japanese in the car. That's an animation. You can make them any color, and they're often light-skinned.
It seems to me like a lot of the time when you see the pairing, it's usually like a darker-skinned guy and then with a lighter-skinned girl, and I like that they're—
That's my life.
I like that they're calling it out. It's just like the trials and tribulations that come with that, you know, is probably something that isn't really that explored. And also something that we've noticed, especially when watching South Indian movies and trailers, is like a lot of the times the heroes do tend to be a little darker skinned than the heroines, right? Like even though they're not like maybe super dark, but they do tend to be a little like it seems to me like it's more acceptable. This is probably wrong. I mean, it's hard. Obviously, being a guy who's very dark, you don't often see the stories where it's like the female protagonist is portrayed as someone who's like very dark-skinned. And I wonder why that is.
What about, what's her name from all the Netflix movies?
She's not that dark. Radhika Apte. She's dusky, right? That's the term that people like to use. Like, yeah, she's dusky, but she's not like—
Sure, okay, that's fair. I'll grant you that. Yeah, I often don't see women in the lead role who are as dark as any of those dudes. Sure.
Yeah, and even here in the States, you know, like you'll see actresses. It's changing now, but there are a lot of African-American actresses who are like white friendly, right? So they're like the more light-skinned ones will usually end up getting more roles and stuff. And so I would really love to see just more actresses as well.
So I'm guessing this
represented.
I'm guessing this film already came out.
I think so.
Because there's a whole breakdown for the plot in Wikipedia. I was trying to find some information, a little bit more about the story. I didn't want to read too much and have it be spoiled for me. I was also trying to find like an actual trailer rather than just a teaser.
But I tried.
But I'm not going to read all this. I don't want to have it spoiled for me before I watch the film. But I mean, okay, so to say the least, it looks interesting. It's also a shorter Indian film. It's 142 minutes.
Okay.
That's on the shorter side for us because usually it's like closer to 3 hours.
Yep.
I'm guessing it's not so much of a musical and just more focused on the story it's telling. I want to understand how the cop comes into play. Like, is there a classism thing? What's going on there?
Someone died?
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it came out October 23rd. So it's well been out. I'd be curious to see more and hear from you guys in the comments about like your thoughts on it. There's a tried and refused production suggested video here that says, don't remake this. because so many South Indian movies get remade into Hindi films and whatnot. I mean, if it's going to spread the message, I obviously have not watched the Try to Refuse production video. That seems like a good message to spread if it's trying to make you aware of this thing.
Okay, but is it something that maybe
just have Rithik, you know.
But this is
you enjoyed Super 30.
I did enjoy Super 30, but this is what I'm trying to say. It's like maybe this is a plight that more people in the south of India experience than people in the north of India.
Hi friends, thanks for choosing our video. For more videos, subscribe our channel and hit that bell icon for notification. If you like our video, please hit that like button and share it.